Hello YouTube, it's 2T. This is Booty. Welcome, one and all, Towns from the Booter. And he's a bit not awesomeness, but some nice little bits, a few odds and sods to the collection. Mainly a lot of stuff that's just going to be foddered to CEX. But some nice, you know, some alright little bits. Nothing amazing really, not for me per se. So yeah, it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be, as it was forecast. I mean, it's warming up a little bit now, but nowhere near as hot as it was yesterday. And it's big, yeah. It's all full and stuff, so can't moan too much, I suppose. Right, let's get on with it. On with the show. So, I've got what's the best way to? I've got sort of non-gaming related, but still I think pretty cool. I might have someone in mind for these. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, to be honest. I might have someone in mind. But yeah, towards the end, it was one of the last rows, and the woman must have just turned up really late. I said really late, probably about like 7 o'clock, 10 past 7. She's late. And I think her dad had put 2 of these down, and I thought, oh, how much are they? Straight away, like. He said, oh, 50p each. I was like, oh, I could do 50p for the pair. She went, oh, go on then, robbing me blind, she says. And I don't know why, just before that, before payday, I went, you ain't got any more, have you? She went, well, yeah, I was just putting the rest of them out. I was like, alright, let's have a butcher's then. So I went through the boxes and that, and so it ended up being 2, 4, 6, there's 8 of these. So I basically paid like 25p each, essentially. And they're pretty cool, I must admit. I've got no fucking use for them, but I just bought them because they're cool. And like I say, I've got someone in mind. Just a raft of Turtles videos, VHSs, the OGs. So still really cool to, I mean, that's iconic, that picture, isn't it? Still, I think that's still my favourite art style for the Turtles, because that's just what I remember as a kid. So there's a couple more here. The 5th Turtle, Invasion of the Turtle Snatchers. These are slightly different. These are tempo. Oh, they're still tempos. That's quite a cool one. Donatello's my favourite turtle. So there's one for each of them. Silver Heroes. That's weird. It's got a Donatello. Yeah. For them that don't know, that's what a VHS tape looks like. What else we got? Return to the Technodrome. Attack of Big Mac. And then lastly, Invasion of the Punk Frogs. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with these at the minute. Some are in slightly better condition than others. I'm guessing they will just, you know, that one's kind of a bit frayed, and as is that one, because it's probably been watched about 1,000,001 times. But yeah, £3. Nice stack of turtles. Oh, so that was alright. I did ask her if she had any games, so she said no. Pumping World. When I did the video, mentioned that I got this, put it on straight away. Absolutely brilliant. Really is. It's such a quality game. Right, where do we go next? Odds and sods. The woman had a big box. And those that probably go boot and know what I'm talking about. They've got the games, oh yeah, a big box full of like PS2 games. You say, oh come on, there's got to be something good in that, and there's nothing I needed at all. I mean, for them that are probably new to it, it would have been a gold mine at £1 a game. Absolutely nothing. Other than this one game, I looked at it, I thought, I don't think I've got it. If I have, I'm not sure. It's one that I don't see too often, or I haven't seen. So it's Warriors Orochi. Yeah, Orochi. It's not very expensive at all, even in CEX standard. So even if I did have it, there's not a great deal you could do. Yeah, it's yeah. Not one of the finest moments, that one. Well, I was in the fucking box for about 10 minutes looking through it, so I was damned if I wasn't coming away with something. This one I completely cocked up on. I didn't even realise till I got home. I just had a quick look at it and I was like, oh, you knobhead. It was £1, and when I saw it I thought, I'm pretty sure like Ben or one of the other OG Xbox people will be interested in this. Midway's Arcade Treasures 1. And it's all complete, you know, that's what, you know, you sort of look at it, yeah, it's all fine, it's all there. And it's not till I got back, he's in freaking French. You froggy bastards. Yeah, and even if you look to the front there, it shows you. So I don't know, I mean, I'm guessing it'll still play. So Ben or whoever's interested, give me a shout, because I'm pretty sure they're arcade games, so the only thing that'll be in French is probably like press start. Because I'm guessing all the games on it, like 720, there's some great games on here, you know. Robotron 2084, Smash TV, Marble Madness, Gauntlet, Rampart, Super Sprint, Rampage, Tubin, 720. Fucking brilliant games. Yeah, I'm guessing they all play in English, so. Still PAL, it is PAL. It's PAL. I'll do these. I couldn't believe these are still there. This is the second go around, and there's some games on the floor. She had some Xbox 360, and she had some PS3s. Nothing in the PS3 ones that I needed. £2 each. She said all games £2 each. So I've seen these Xbox 360 ones, and I was just like, I'm having both of them, because they trade in for ridiculous amounts of money. So for £4 I got me 2 copies of Minecraft on the 360, and I think it's something daft like £12 trading. I shit you not. So don't know. She had a box of Transformers, and I looked at the newer ones though. And she said, oh, there's some old ones at the bottom. I couldn't see any old ones at the bottom. And I asked her how much for the whole lot. She said £40. I was like, well, that's, you know, a bit too rich for me. So I left that one, left them there. I'll leave that one, that's quite a good look buy. And not a great deal, guys, I must admit. Again, this is towards the end. I don't know how I didn't see this stall before. I think it was like, must have been hidden behind a fucking burger van or something. I don't know, it was just stuck in the corner. And he had quite a lot of games or gaming stuff on there. A lot of DS, X360, PS3. He had a PS2 that he wanted a tenner on. And at this point, I bought 2 just units off some Polish lads for like £2.50 each or a £5. And he said, he even asked me, he goes, oh, how much did you play for the PlayStation, if you don't mind me asking? About £2.50 each. He was like, what? I said, yeah, so that's why yours is still there at tenner, mate. It's, you know. But he was alright about it. He wasn't like, it wasn't being funny. He was just like, okay, that's just useful to know. I said, yeah, I mean, if someone wants some, I said they wanted one, they'll probably pay a tenner, but you know, you got to find the right buyer. You know, I didn't offer him any money for it, because obviously, clearly, if he wants a tenner, if that's no good to me, I'll be looking to pay less than half that. But what he did have, going off topic, is this, as you see, and he stuck a fucking sticker on it. I thought it was going to peel off alright, but it's not. I have to sort of try and work that out. But yeah, it's one of these Joytech recoil guns. Now I've had one of these. I think I've got one of these, but I don't think it's the same type as this. It's slightly different. Because this has got the polish, it's got everything in it actually. Which is why I picked it up. I mean, so you've got the power pack for it, and I'm sure the one that I've got hasn't got a power pack. I know it hasn't, but it's a similar sort of box and style. Yeah, that's some weight to that gun, man. That's a weighty, you can feel it. So that's a kickback. It's got polystyrene stuck in it. Yeah, that's a heavy gun. G-Con normal. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And obviously you've got the pedal as well then, to, you know, for your ducking and that. why does polystyrene do that? It starts sweating, it starts sticking to the lid. I don't know if anyone else noticed that quite a lot of the older stuff, the old speckies and stuff like that. Must be something to do with the poly. I'm not sure like if it's sweating or something. Got to try and get this freaking thing back in here now anyway. So yeah, I mean, in terms of what did I miss out, I think a few bits, nothing amazing. There's one guy who bought, I did buy some off their stall. So God knows who bought, he had some PS1 games, he said. So God knows who bought the PS1 games and left this item there. They must be fucking mad. But it ends up being beneficial to me. So he goes, yeah, as soon as I got them out, it just swarmed all over them. So I don't know where I was probably like saying, you can't be everywhere. This is the thing as well, you can't be everywhere. You know, probably buying fucking Turtles videos. So anyway, yeah, so that guy had this, and he had as well a PlayStation 1 Jungle Book dance mat. And I don't know why, something in the back of my mind said that they were quite, I don't know if it was rare, it was sought after, I can't remember. And then I was looking at it thinking, well, it's just a normal dance mat, because I even asked him, is it just a normal dance mat? But the game said, yeah, so it hasn't even got any like Disney markings on the mat or anything like that. And I just, he goes, oh, you can have it for £1 at this point. I was fucking weighed down with bags. I was like, nah, I'll be alright. So I got that, and I had seen this on the table. Now, James picked this up, not last week, a couple of weeks back, and I thought, yeah, that's brilliant, that is. So we had £3 on that, you know, £1 on that, £2 on that, so we do 4. So I got that for 2 and that for 2. You know, if you look at it, so it's new track and field and the DS. So they're all, again, something about it, everything's SD'd, all super deformed. Yeah, it's all there, all nice and minty. Newtrackandfield.com. So yeah, quite cool. I'm quite chuffed with that actually. Because I seen James pick that up and I was a bit like, oh man, that's a pretty good game. I wouldn't mind, you know, get myself a copy of that, and lo and behold. As Richard in Retro would say, in Retro Goddess we trust. This is a weird one. There's a guy, so it wasn't weird, but it was just a little bit like, oh shit. He had a Wii bundle, and he had this on the top. He had a couple of games, and he's selling it. He was doing a weird thing. He's selling like the Wii Fit Plus and the Stepper board, a few games on its own. Then he was selling something else on its own. I can't remember what it was. And then he was selling the Wii with this particular game and a couple of games, and he only wanted a tenner or something. I think he said a tenner, yeah. I just said, would you sell this on its own? He goes, well, make me an offer. I said, well, if you're after a tenner for that, how about £3? He went 4. I was like, go on then, £4. So £4, I got another box Mario Kart Wii. I think it trades in for a tenner, I think. I could be wrong. It's got the wheel, it's got everything in there. The disc's a little bit, yeah. But quite nice, you know. I've got both variants of that, but I kind of, I don't know, a bit of a buyer's regret, a little bit, and then he had Fallout 4 on the Xbox One. Again, I was just going to, if I was going to get it, it would just be just to see extra credit. But he wanted a 10 when it said lowest I'll do is 8. And there's something in the back of my mind just thought, I don't think there's much, because them Xbox and PS4 games don't hold their value at all, man. And I bumped into Lewis, and even he said, I think he said he checked it, the price, or something, so I'm guessing at a tenner. He goes, well, CX is selling it for 12 or 15, so there's no yardage in it. So I said, didn't buy it. I mean, it's probably quite alright if you had an Xbox One and you wanted the game, don't get me wrong. But no good for me. I mean, I wouldn't say if I've not got an Xbox One, I wouldn't get an Xbox One. If that was given to me, I'd keep it, but you know, if I bought one, it'd be PS4. Anyway. Probably one of the best finds, but not cost me anything all day. There's a woman there, 2 cars, literally ram-packed with stuff. Her husband and the 2 lads. The 2 lads, I don't know what it is with kids nowadays, man. They ain't even fucking wake up, man. It was just like in a fucking blur. They had a big box of PS2 games again, went through them all, nothing. So you got any more? No. Alright then, fine. Go around, come back again. And I see another bag full of PlayStation 2 games. I'm thinking, thought you didn't have any games. Oh, I don't know. So I start looking through them, see one fucking game. It's not PS2, and I was like, holy shit, please, please, please. Open it up, get it out, empty box. Fuck. Start digging again, found something out. Open it up, oh, there's something in it. But what the thing is, it's the thing that's missing. The most important thing is missing. So again, kind of like an empty box. So I go up to the lady and I sort of asked her about, the mum, asked her about these. She said, oh, not surprised, they're empty. So well, what would you have for the boxes? She said, what do you mean? I said, well, how much do you want for the boxes? She said, oh, just take them if they're empty. So I was like, well, thanks, you know, cheers. So the first one, well, the second box that I found is an R4 box. I've never seen an R4 box. I've got a couple of R4 cards, never seen the box. So there is a box. And that's why they all come in these little things. I didn't know that. I thought these were just DS holders, but obviously they are for the R4 cards. So again, like I say, I've got a couple knocking in there, but yeah, there's nothing in it. But it has got all the gubbins. It's got like the SD and the CD, so free. They're probably one of the best finds. Again, someone probably needs this box. There's no doubt about it. It's not in bad nick either, I tell you. Considering it's just in this box of PS2 stuff. It's Pokemon Emerald, Game Boy Advance, and the box is in pretty good nick. I mean, there's a little bit of crushing just there, but honestly, I bet there's a couple of quid's worth in that just alone. I bet you. I mean, there's no windows; it's just a box, but for free, you know, madness. I did say to her, look, if you find any smaller things, let me know. What do you think? So, oh well. Another stall. There's a dad and his son. And he's talking to one of the lads I know about fishing stuff. And I said to the lad, oh, have you got any video games or any gaming stuff? And the old man chimed in and went, no, we haven't. And I was like, all right. And he went, yeah, we have. I was like, what? Was that just a knee-jerk reaction just to say no? And he said, oh, I have to come back later. And I was like, all right, fine. Anyway, come back sort of slightly later on. He had some stuff out there. And he had some stuff again later on after that as well. But he was asking silly price, like PS2 was only like 15 quid for it. What did he? He had some PS3 games. And then I got 4 quid a game or something daft. I was like, oh, fucking hell. So then I found he had a couple of PlayStation 1 games. I goes, what about the old PlayStation 1s? 150, which is a bit reasonable. I was like, yeah, fine. And so there's one title, got it here. So yeah, I love that. I'm pretty sure I've got it. It's a great little title to have, nonetheless. And he had a Wii title that, again, just purely CX fodder. So the Wii title is Wii Sports. I think I paid £2.50 for the pair. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I said 2 quid. He goes, oh, 2.50. All right. And Bubble Bobble. So, bubbling mad today. Yeah. It's got everything in there. Manuel and all that shite. It's quite a nice little find that was actually. I mean, shame there's no more games like that. Last couple of little piles now. Do this one. So I don't know what this lady was doing at this on this particular stall, but I was going across the top, walking across the top of the road. I can't remember, I was going to somewhere else. She was in the middle of the road, but on the end. I've seen her putting these DS games out, and I'm thinking, I don't remember seeing them. So I wandered over and had a look. There's nothing of note, nothing great there at all, which is here. But it was just weird that she was just getting them out there because, you know, I say she's in the middle. She's been there like an hour or I don't know however long. And I just sort of said to her, I said, oh, how much are the games? And she went, oh, 50p each. So there's one that I picked out initially anyway, again purely for trade fodder. And when she said 50p each, I was thinking it's got to be a bit more than 50p each on them. I know. Bundle them all together, knock a couple of quid off. Bob your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all that lot. So I was going through looking at them, and then she said 50p, so I've totted them all up, and then she wandered off. She come back again, and then she had like the actual machine, and I was like, So you got the machine as well then? She went, oh yeah. But when I was looking, I don't know. Anyway, it was weird. It was a weird thing. She was nice enough though. So when she got the machine, so what are you asking, you know, what are you thinking on that price wise? Apparently her daughters or something. She wanted a tenner minimum. Looked at the game, so well, how about 13? She was like, oh no, really, I'll prefer 5, so 15 quid, right, is what I've got. And to be honest, I put these into CEX, just these games here. That one's the US one, so you ignore that. But these are 20 quid in credit. There's nothing spectacular. So ignore the herbs, because they're not going to take that because it's American. But yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 3, bizarrely, Coraline is like a £5 trading game. They sell it for 8 quid. Absolutely fucking amazing. These ain't in the best nick either. But yeah, 20 quid. So, you know, I paid basically a £5 for them. Nearest damn it. And then my £10 is on a DSi. So I've cleaned this up a little bit. It was a little bit grubbed up. There's a few rattly carts in here, loose carts. Nothing amazing. Zookeeper. It's quite a nice Sonic collection. And Asphalt. Asphalt. Quite a good little driving game, that Asphalt, because I was playing on it to test it. It's got the charger. And yeah, it said DSi. Yeah, I mean, it fires up okay, so I don't know what I'm going to... You know, I just think, well, I'll just wade it all into CEX, be done with it. Because there's bound to be something that crops up that I'm going to want. And so, like I say, from a 15 quid, it'll probably end up... I mean, there's 20 quid there. I think this trades in if they do the box one, which technically is boxed. I think it's 23 quid, I think. So my £15 suddenly becomes like 40, 43 quid or something. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, like I say, guys, nothing amazing. I mean, other than the track and field and maybe Bubble Bobble, which I'm pretty sure I've got Bubble Bobble, but nothing's being kept really. Or is it? Two things to go. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I would love to go to the car boot and find stuff to keep for the collection. There's no doubt about it. But if it's not there, it's not there. If there's other stuff there that I can, like I said before, you know, if I can grab and then repurpose into something I do want, then I'll do that instead. But yeah, I don't think I did a video of last week's one. Last week's was shite. Went to an indoor one, absolutely atrocious. I've got a book for Ellie, that was it. So yeah, I don't just go and buy any old shit. You know, well, I do buy a load of shite. That's a lie, but you know, I'm not buying stuff just because I've got to buy something. I'll just keep my money in my pocket. I've got a hangnail. Fuck. I hate it when you do that. Anyway, right, last couple. Best way to do this one here. This was an absolute winger. I winged this, and it turns out it was a pretty good wing. Again, another skull that's kind of like screwed away in the corner. And when you looked at it, it was just like home pottery shit and ornaments and stuff like that, you know. I thought I'd wander over, because it was when I was just not just working the roads, just like walking, you know, walking up and down. So I thought, you know, I'll go and check, you never know. And sure as fucking eggs is eggs, he had some PS1 titles on there. Nothing really of anything astounding other than this one, which I just thought, well, I haven't got it. I know I haven't got it. It's not one I've seen before. How much are the games? £1 each. Checked it. It's all there. So yeah, I'll take it. Get back. And okay, it's a little bit hit and miss with this title. It has sold for about 23 quid or something daft. It generally looks to be around the £15 mark though, to be honest. which again, like I say, I'm just absolutely really, and it's Jeff Minter. It's not Jeff Minter at all, is it? It's Jeff Wayne's War Worlds. I mean, to be honest, it don't look great on the back. H.G. Wells is explosive action and challenging strategy. Take control of a number of different vehicles, anti-aircraft trucks, blah 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 blah. Collect materials to build different vehicles. So yeah, number 230. Actually, quite an early release. Shaky hand, man. There you go. Yeah, so it turns out it's quite a rare, uncommon, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's sort. I guess it probably has got a bit of a cult following because War of the Worlds is a bit like that, isn't it? But yeah, for £1, what are you going to do? Do these ones first. Again, it was just second go around, and it must. I think the old one was really a bit of a they're like wannabe antique dealers. So they've got a bit of old brass shit knocking about and old fucking coins and what else did he have? I don't know, like just old shite. That's me saying that. We'll go buy old video game. But you know what I mean? At the end of his little trailer, he had video game stuff, and I was like, wow, like just absolutely surprised. I looked through, and I could sort of see some, right, you know, some nice titles. Jump to the games. He was absolutely brilliant, old boy. He was, honestly. And we had a bit of a laugh and a giggle on the chat and stuff. And he sort of said, well, £1.50. This, that, and the event. He was telling me that he's got PS3 now because he had a load of driving stuff on PS2 and on the PS1, which weren't really for me. There's nothing there amazing. When he said £1.50, just fucking one game, straight away grabbed it. Remember that bastard then. And I had another little skim through, so I thought I don't want to make it look like it's just one game. So I picked this other one, which to be honest, I think I've got it. But this was in great nick as well, and the cases for this type of case are bloody hard to come by, so I thought, well, if nothing else, I'm having it for the case. He says. Oh, is that raised up? Anyway. So I got chatting to the guy and sort of explaining, oh, I like the old video games. Oh, old stuff. He goes, actually, I've got some old stuff in this box. I was thinking, oh, please be some fucking gems. So scrolls around the table, and it ends up just being like loose PlayStation or loose discs. Like, oh shit! And I nearly just went mad. It's all right. I thought, no, I'll have a look. So like bits of games, you know, like the front cover's smashed off and stuff like that. Again, a lot of driving. But then in this little envelope, there's some loose discs. So I thought I'll have a skim through them. And there were a couple of like nice little titles in there. So as I was going through, and I put them to one side. He went, "Oh, you know what you like, don't you?" Yeah. I mean, I say we were just chatting away, and he sort of said about the PlayStation 2. He had the PlayStation 2 down there, silver one. So how much is that? And I don't want it to people. When I just ask people how much things is, I don't need a running commentary on it all. So he starts going, well, it's got this, it's got that, it's got that. No, time is important. Just tell me how much it is, kind of thing. But I say, you know, he was nice enough. And I've said these games here and went, well, I'll just call it a tenner. I was like, fine, sound. Because I know, like with the PS2s, like you guys, I've told you, got a guy who'll come and have them for a tenner each, so. I was happy with that. It's a silver PlayStation 2. Beat to fuck, you don't need to see it. But the games that were with it, that I've got with it, to say. So this is the one that I sort of picked up and thinking, actually, it's in great nick. I'll take that just in case. It's Street Race. It's that plastic encased case. Still plastic anyway, but the sort of toughened plastic. I can see Street Race up there. So let me just check if this is a better nick. For some reason, I don't know why I've got it in my head. Mine wasn't complete. I know it is, but I think that one's a better case. It's got a lot of scratches on it. Yeah, so that'll probably be swapped out. Actually, I'm swapping it out now. Oh, I'll do it in a bit. Yeah, so Street Racer, anyway. I'll sort that out because I think the manual's better on one than the other. And the game that I saw that was on, I'm having that straight away. Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. Probably it's platinum, but look, there's money in that all day long. Yeah, in great condition. So that one. And then the little pile of loose discs. Skimming through them. And I come across... I mean, they're not in great nick. Bubble Bubble! And then Final Fantasy 9 Disc 1, which is usually the one that's always fucking missing. And probably the pick of the bunch, Street Fighter Alpha 2. So it needs a bit of a clean up, but, you know. Thought it was quite a good little find, you know. In a box under his fucking desk, under his table, it was not going to bother her. And the last thing, so I mentioned this earlier, there's a chap there that had some PS1 titles, young lad, and obviously they'd all been bought. But why I went to his table was, again, second go around, and I saw this at the end of his table. He had two stalls, so this is on his like mum's side. So I was chatting to her about it, I got it a little bit cheaper, and I just said, oh, we haven't got any more games, and then she put me up to her son, who was on the next table. So that's when I went and asked him, and he said, oh, no, he had some PS3 ones, nothing that I needed. And then he mentioned about the PS1 titles. I was like, oh, balls, never mind. So what I've got for, what does she want? She wanted £8 and I got it 6, so I got it for £6. And when I saw it on there, I was just thinking, well, whoever's bought them PS1s, either they didn't see this or they're just fucking stupid. So it's in a little pouch, so you can guess what it is. It's a Game Boy. But it's no ordinary Game Boy. Now this may have put some people off. I've ordered the replacement thing, the part for it, which cost me £2.25, I think, delivered. And it comes with an assortment of shitty games. I'll quickly run through them. There's nothing of, I mean, these are probably fake. 007 is fucking American, probably fake. FIFA 05 is probably fake shite. Another FIFA, which is shite. And what is it with this fucking game, man? Every man in it, was this given away? This was given away with like cornflakes on it. Fucking Tweet is Flying Adventure thing. You see that game every fucking where. Some funky 32 in 1. They can be quite entertaining. What else we got? Another knockoff. I'm guessing it's a fucking knockoff, which is a shame. Revenge of Shinobi, apparently. I didn't know that was even on the GBA. It might be some sort of hack. This one, for some reason, I don't know what they've done to it. They've mullered it, so I've got to do some bit of remedial work on it if it ever comes back to life. I don't know. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, which is a shame. There you can see on the contacts, it looks like they've mullered the back contacts. How, I don't know. Spyro Season of Ice. So I've got the Spyro, I've got one of the charity shop, so it's not too bad. And probably the pick of the bunch, to be honest. Don't know a great deal about it. Mortal Kombat Advance. Yeah, and lots of shit, one of them lots of shitty charge things. But obviously the finds of the day, let's be honest. Needs a new protector, so someone's obviously decided to literally fucking muller the crap out of it. But pop them off. Got a new one coming, £2.25. I got me a Pokemon Game Boy. So I don't know if you can see. There you go. Look, scratched like an A into it. It all goes all the way down. So I don't know why, but I mean, other than that, it is in great. Even the back's fine. Battery compartment it works. You know, nothing that's wrong with it other than that someone's decided to do that to it. But yeah, I have got one of these, and I'm not. There's two versions. I noticed on the front there's a character, so I don't know which one's which. That I've got. I've definitely got one. I think it's probably this version that I've got, to be honest. Yeah, the games ain't anything great to write home about. Probably Mortal Kombat being the pick of the bunch there, not perhaps for me. So that is it. As I say, that was £6. Another week over for the booter. We still keep plugging away. That's it, YouTube. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.